Hey guys, so I'm just here in Birmingham right now.
Yeah, I think the good thing about all this is that the whole point of what we're filming is just to show you like where we've actually come from as well. You know, in regards to working just normal jobs, you know, being in the same position as most people, and now just being in a position where what we do on the laptop online, it's funded this lifestyle where, you know, we can do what we want when we want. You know, Jeff can come to Birmingham, I can go to London, and we can just do these activities. And I think we just want to display something that, with consistency, with discipline, with whatever that you go on to do, that you can then reap the rewards from that as well. So we just want to show you a little taste of what we're going to be doing.
Again, we're looking at a GJ right now, both of us, and again, I just found out now that he actually got in, and we're literally both looking at the same thing. So you can see where I've marked it up like this. Okay, so it's ridiculous. And Cam, have you got your, have you got yours there?
I've got mine here.
Literally, nearly exactly the same thing, and we just kind of found out now that we were actually looking at the same thing and actually going to the same kind of trade. So
The level at the top, and it's reacted from that zone as well. You know, people are willing to work 20, 30, 40, 50 years for their boss, building their boss's dream while they neglect their own. So if they've got no choice but to do that, why not come into this and commit a minimum of 3 to 5 years and see where you get?
100%, and leading off that, like Cam was saying, I said to myself, even if it takes me 5 years to learn this skill set, it'll be better than saying to myself, I'm going to retire at 65 when I could barely walk around and jump no more. Okay, I know there's a lot of fit 65-year-olds out there, but on average, there's not. So I said to myself, if I could learn this in 5 years, when I first started, I said it's worth it. Okay, even though I didn't want to quit many times. Okay, I still said if it takes me 5 years to learn this, I would do it properly to be consistent. So again, like Cam said, the work ethic and actually saying, you know what, this is a life I want to create. I want to have the time freedom to just do what I want. Like today, I mean, I don't have to ask no one to say, you know, I'm going to Birmingham today. Okay, that's the kind of freedom that you want to create. Okay, it's going to take some time. Okay, don't listen to these kind of Instagram gurus and whatever else. They're going to sell your dream and saying, oh yeah, put £200 in your account, £500 in your account, and by next week you're going to be a millionaire. That's, I mean, if you're buying that right now, then you probably know why you're going wrong. Okay, I studied literally every single day, 4 hours, 5 hours minimum. Okay, it took me an hour and a half to get to work. Okay, it took me an hour and a half to get to work. It took me an hour and a half to get back. Lunch breaks, I said to my colleagues, don't talk to me. I'm not interested. Okay, I'm studying right now. Okay, and when I had to run for the train, sweating, because if I missed that train, I was going to be 15 minutes late. If I was 15 minutes late, I probably would get sacked. So missing that train was not an option. So now I'm sprinting to get trains or wherever else. I use that as motivation because I said, I can't do this no more. Okay, I don't want to be sweating every day. My shirt is all soaked. I'm on the train, trying to find how to wipe my face, and people looking at me thinking, "Oh, you're right." None of that was.
Yeah.
It didn't. I didn't like that. Okay, so use whatever you're going through right now as your motivation to get out of that situation, and then create a life that you actually want to live.
And just, yeah,
Literally.
I think one of the important concepts that as well people need to adapt to is habits. You know, so we talk about mindset, we talk about skill set, and any trader who's actually made it in the field will always tell you it is mindset. You know, it's 10% skill set, 90% psychology, which is 100% true, because let's just say you take a loss for an example, and you're an individual who hasn't worked on your mindset. The natural thing that happens is you get angry, you get frustrated, and that's an emotional attachment that you've got to the markets, and this is why people keep losing. Now, when you work on routine and you work on what you do on a day-to-day basis, then you've already put yourself in a position of what the millionaire version would do for you. And this is a powerful thing, because in a job, you're never taught to think like a 6-figure earner, a 7-figure earner. But when you're introduced to personal development and you're hearing from the likes of Bob Proctor, Dr. Joe Dispenza, Grant Cardone, people who are 9-figure, 10-figure earners, and you hear what they're doing on a day-to-day basis, then it's no surprise that if only 4% of people are able to make a life like that, why are we not incorporating some of the things that they do on a day-to-day basis? You know, so when I mix some habits into my trading, guess what, I start to notice a paradigm shift. You know, because people always want to decide their future, and they want, and they're going to say they're going to do it. but how many times do people actually follow through with that?
Literally.
Because we know motivation doesn't last, it's the discipline and the consistency that lasts. So this is why I always say to people, it's like you don't decide your future, you decide your habits, and your habits decide your future. So you have to be prepared to do what others don't, so you can live that life how others won't.